Okay, kicking off the morning with another viewer submission here. We're playing some Soraka Taric, and notably, both Soraka and Taric are Targan champions. So we've got a secondary region here that we can play alongside it as well. So we're playing Bilgewater cards here to pair with our Targan base, and I kind of like the idea of what this is doing a lot. So we've got Soraka, who supports, so when she attacks, she heals herself and the thing next to her when by 4. She levels when you've healed damaged allies 4+ times. Notable, she doesn't have to see this, so this card just levels pretty passively. If your deck is even loosely based around working with this card, she levels up pretty quickly on average. Her leveled mode here, so the first time you heal a damaged ally each round, draw a card, and she supports to fully heal then. And then Taric's a card. Taric's been a tough one. The big problem with Taric has been that he just doesn't play defense well. So, like, he is just a 2/4 for 4 if he's not attacking. So if you're not in a position to be attacking, he's generally lackluster for his resource cost. That being said, when you are able to be attacking with him, he's very, very good. So, like, his support here gives his supported ally and himself tough, and then recast the last spell you cast on him. So when I was looking at the Bilgewater cards there, one thing that's kind of cute is this deck's playing Jack the winner, which pairs very well with Soraka. Soraka able to heal your stuff up when you're making these Sleep with the Fishes, and Sleep with the Fishes recasts itself with Taric. So Jack plus Taric basically lets you get 4 damage on your turns with Jack. One decision I'm not sure if I'm a fan of in here, looking at it, is there's notably no copies of Guiding Touch in this 40, which I'm not sure is correct. We do have a bunch of cheap Dorkos here at the bottom. I love the inclusion of Make It Rain. This card's very good against the various aggro decks in the format. Helps keep the board clear. Also provides a little bit of reach. We've got some decent 1-drops here at the bottom. We've got Mentor of the Stones to provide some pumps. We've got some combat tricks here in these two. So let's go ahead and dive on into some games here with this and see how it goes. Yesterday, the UK government voted not to extend free meals throughout the holidays, so I'm just in a miserable mood anyways. I don't... That's... That's the holiday spirit, right? The holiday spirit. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Leona Oriensol, and they're playing Demacia Target. Interesting that they're not playing Shyvana. I think we're mulliganing these and keeping the lower Kirkwoods here. Crooker's a little awkward with our start, because Box to Push deals 3 damage to himself, so he doesn't pair very well with Croaker. Croaker will kill him. That being said, we've got Mentor Stones to play on 3, so that's nice. I think I'm just passing here. I don't really want to trade Box to Push for the Solari Soldier.
Punish transgressions.
Soraka Scars. I don't know what Soraka Scars refers to.
I see purple.
And this is fine, right? Like, honestly, kind of surprised to see them single combat that, not the Mentor of the Stones here.
Don't worry, I am here. I'm not worried. Should I be worried?
The power of the immortal sun, glorious light rains down.
Quite the stunning play there from our opponent.
Unwavering strength.
Oh, the Ember Maiden deck. Yeah, that one was super reasonable. Felt pretty decent.
Ready for a show.
Yeah, single combat here. Sure.
I promised a bloodbath. Don't worry, I am here. I'm not worried. Should I be worried?
So this is gonna stun Jack. I don't know the name offhand, Goldilocks, but there's definitely been a few different card games over the years that do that. Thanks for the 26 months, Axiom.
Behold the sun's holy light.
Do I want to sleep with the fishes this turn? I'm not sure that I do. Like they're still at 20 and their deck plays a ton of healing.
I can see it.
I guess putting a couple of points on Jack is probably fine.
Might complete.
Ah, Force of Will. Force of Will is definitely the best example of, I'm not sure. A game that looked reasonable that I'm unsure how anybody could ever play because of the IP. It is super cringy.
If I kill you, I don't fuck you, stupid.
Unwavering strength.
My thoughts on 4-mana Bastion. I think 4-mana Bastion's great.
You and me.
I actually also thought Bastion was fine at 3 mana. I think the issues surrounding Bastion were largely related to the fact that Lee Sin is overtuned more so than Bastion being a problem. If you ever have any questions about my schedule, you can type !schedule in chat. It's below the stream in a widget. Lots of great ways to find the information that you care about.
Each is made in your name, Protector.
And like, it's in the stream title, it's on my website, it's on my Twitter, it's in the subs Discord, it's below the stream in an information widget. Like, there's just, like, I don't know that I can put my schedule in more places. I'm not sure that it's possible for me to have my schedule in more places than it currently is now.
We're all family here.
I am the protector of the mountain.
I'm gonna go ahead and gem this. And then I'm going to attack like this, which will heal this, which will pump this again. And these Vacant Rains are technically lethal. You could bail it to everyone on the planet just to be safe. That's fair. That's a fair assessment. I don't know. Part of people like coming in here and asking what the schedule is, I blame part of that on other Twitch streamers, if I'm being honest, because like most other Twitch streamers aren't even remotely as organized as I am, and they've trained people to have to ask as opposed to just providing the information. I like that Bastion gives +1/+1 because making Bastion give +1/+1 means that it's a proactive card as opposed to a purely reactive card. So by adding the stat modifier to Bastion, they've helped dictate the way in which the card's being played. And I think they want that to be the case. They want it to be a proactive card as opposed to another deny-esque card. Jinx, Draven, aggro. Okay, so make it rain should be good here. Taric's an easy mulligan. I think I keep Fortune Croaker as just a 2/3 for 2. Just like a fine stat line.
These jewels are
Gift Giver into Croaker is a nice curve.
It's Raven time.
It's Draven time. Let's see if they open on text here or not.
You pay. I got the spirits. These are my rules.
I think Bastion is in general an appropriate amount of mana for its effect because Spell Shield is something you can get around with things like Challenger units. I think I'm just playing Mentor. I guess Mentor feels kind of bad. They're not a make it rain deck, right?
Gems are superb. Bad for the teeth, though.
The sun rock got me good.
Oh, floaty
So I think I'm pretty into having this die and getting a bunch more gems, especially with Star Shepherd in hand and these box toe pushes. I'm not going to attack with this because I don't want to trade it for a 1/1 when I could be trading it for a 2/1. That's unfortunate. Waited a little bit too long on the Make It Rain card. That card's really good. I can't Jack yet. Jack is next turn. I kind of want to just play Fortune Croaker, I think. Turn this into a 4/3. I could be right to make it rain proactively too, just so I know what I don't have to block inside of combat. It might also be nice to make it rain after combat, so that way I have a better chance to hit this. Although hitting this isn't that good, right?
You spurn my gift.
I think I might just be taking 7 here.
This is outrage! Here is assistant!
Protector.
Raven out.
Osu can sniff out any star anywhere.
Do I want to gem here? That would save this from the Noxian deal 3 and get excited. So it's probably worthwhile. Well, it would make them have to block something else to it. It also turns this into a... I can also play this and then gem it and then... Okay, that's the play. I'm going to Boxtopus here. And then we'll gem the octopus and then we'll mentor it in order to kill this, right? I think that's the play.
I feel better when you feel better.
Celestial power. Where are you off to?
You're right, Landon. My play was just wrong.
I have the best job.
Wow. Well, sometimes it really do be like that, chat. Sometimes it really do be like that. That was the actual worst possible hit of all the permutations we had there, right?
For the money makers.
Actual factual worst possible.
Watch and learn. This is outrage.
And then we're going to 5 here, so we're probably dead. Get excited discarding vision. Yep. So the ideal hits for Make It Rain there would have been any 3 of their 1 toughness things. So they had 2 things we didn't want to hit, and we hit both of them. Make It Rain turned out to be a light drizzle. Yep. Accurate. Shyvana Oriental. It's probably something a little bit bigger. I'm gonna mulligan these, looking for curve filler in between these two. Terrible pickup. We're attacking on odds.
A little luck for those who need it. Be brave.
The skies darken with their approach.
Mystical levitation requires concentration.
See if they have a 4-mana dragon here.
Dragon blood, Demacian heart. Let the blood boil, half dragon.
This is your end.
Okay, just let this happen. I think I want to Pale Cascade here. Ideally, we're going to save Cascade for, like, post-Taric.
The summon's final trial.
Not a Challenger Dragon, at least. We've got that going for us. This gives itself +1/+1 when it attacks. I'm going to go ahead and gem
They say these
this,
are the
so that way they don't want to attack.
Don't worry, I am here.
I spoke your name, but never expected you to appear.
Okay, so we've got 6 total mana here. If I gem this, I could then Pale Cascade it, and then this can't block either of my things profitably. Has Ash Kench been played yet? We played it on previous streams. The decks listed in the stream title after the one we're currently playing are things that'll be coming up later today.
It's time to shine.
These gems grant awareness, harmony.
So we do this, which makes us a 5/5. We attack, which makes us a 6/5. They'll both have tough.
Never submit.
Now, when we've played a deck on stream, I take it out of the stream title, Jolly Ox. So everything coming up in the stream title is what I intend to do today and the order in which I intend to do it. What's this deck trying to do? This. What you see before you. So this is 4, 5, 6 damage, unfortunately, even with tough. So I can't quite save this. Shyvana also levels here. And this is the part I mentioned in the deck opener when we were talking about it. Like, now you like look at the position that we're in, and you look at their board, and like suddenly I'm in a position where I feel like I need to play defense, and my cards just aren't capable of playing defense. Taric does one thing, he does it well usually, but when that one thing that he does is no longer useful or relevant, your deck just doesn't really work. So like now we're on the back foot, and it's gonna be our only chance here is to try and pivot. I'm not sure that we can really do that successfully. Like, yeah, we could throw a jump block here in front of someone. I guess I could do this technically with Pale Cascade to like stem the bleeding. But even that's not great. No, they have a strafing strike, right? So that's not even gonna do anything. Yeah, we're super dead.
Failure is my greatest mentor.
Morning, Quintabez. So, Trundle Braum, very almost assuredly an aggressive or controlling deck. So I want to mulligan my card that's good against other aggro decks. A couple of 1-drops have an aggressive start on our side seems good. Taric's good. Can you explain why you think that's a good pairing, Greed? What does that do to address the issues that Taric has? Oh, I think I forgot to put the deck code up this morning. I should do that. We were talking about stuff.
The journey is different. These will protect you.
Based on the frowny faces, I'm expecting to get avalanche next turn. I'm excited to mute them when they avalanche us. Don't be a dick, chat. Don't be a dick. So you can always tell. You can always feel it coming.
There's always fighting 8-punch Pablo.
Natterjack, thank you for the very generous tier 2. I appreciate the 28 months of that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Hey, Flavius, thank you for the very generous bits. I appreciate you keeping me around. Hope you're staying safe out there wherever you're at.
You are a gem.
Don't I know it?
Are you gonna do a singleton gauntlet? Yeah, I'm gonna do a singleton gauntlet tomorrow morning. I'm planning to do one gauntlet every week because I'm intending to try and collect the prime glories for their event thing. There's a list in the queue. I think so. Do I just Bastion both of these? How do you feel about Bastion both of these proactively? I think I like it. Shumi, thank you for the brand new Prime support. I really appreciate that. Welcome to Oglandia. Thanks for keeping me around. So this lets him cast Bastion over on her.
I've carved meat bigger than you.
And then I think we definitely fail Cascade here to finish this off. We don't get the extra card draw off it later, but killing both their ramp sounds great. I'm super jealous that I can click on their board and I can't click on mine. Dear Riot, please make all the boards clickable. It's all my nervous twitchiness wants out of life. It's a little tactile reinforcement. I'll have to make a point. I have this board. I'll have to make a point to use it more. That's true. I can make some arcs. That's a good call. The Bob Waffles, I voted today. Here's some Prime. Thank you for doing your civic duty. I appreciate the 5 months. Welcome back. Yeah, it's kind of funny. They actually can't Ice Pillar here because we killed both their ramp idiots, which is great.
I'm earning my paycheck. Don't you fret.
I will see about that, Pablo.
Whale's actually really good here because it breaks both our spell shields, unfortunately. Meh.
I promised a bloodbath. Make 'em bleed. There is nowhere left to go but up.
Moving on up. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Spot where they were Ruination. Ice Quake. So how does this work exactly? It works how I want it to. So Taric makes this invulnerable, and then Taric makes this invulnerable, and then it deals 2 by copying the Sleep with the Fishes. Okay. I think this attack is good because it heals her too and gets me 2 more heal triggers, which is nice.
Nothing's tougher than a troll. You got a problem?
This block is great for us with Make It Rain in hand. Please let us kill your Trundle with Make It Rain. Shield time! Aughts! Let's get you a sword to pair with that shield. Thanks for keeping me around. I appreciate it. Welcome back.
Every gem you bestow reflects the beauty of our world.
Each is made in your name, Protector.
So this levels that I heal one more thing. I think I'm gonna Soraka. I think I'm gonna gem and then wish. Because if I gem and then wish, I get to draw a card, right? That's how that works. Just wish draws me a card, really? Oh, it does. Okay, so it heals down the line. And so this is actually one of my complaints about Runeterra. It's something they really need to fix, is that the wording on some of these cards is not super consistent. So like, this says the first time you heal a damaged ally each round, draw a card, but this triggers when she levels up, when you've already healed something for the turn. It's an instance of the card not doing what it says it does. Yeah, and that explicitly does not work that way with the card Lucian, who's worded exactly the same way. So, I don't think they need to change how the cards work necessarily, but I do think they need to adjust the text on the cards so the card text matches what actually happens. So there's currently a discrepancy between what the card says it does and how it behaves. I'm gonna go ahead and just sleep Jack here. It means I take more when they hook him with this, but that's fine. Actually, I guess maybe that's wrong. Actually, if I would have hit Soraka, I could have gemmed to draw a card. Yeah, that's wrong. I messed that up. Yeah, that was incorrect. Yikes. We just don't have any way to push these last couple points of damage through, huh?
Failure is my greatest mentor.
So far, it kind of feels like what this deck is doing is kind of a worse version of the Soraka Braum deck we played the other day. Because this deck's like trying to be aggressive, but it doesn't have a ton of threats that allow it to be aggressive consistently. And the Soraka Braum deck with Ember Maiden had 6 really good 1-drops in it that allowed you to get down a lot of pressure very consistently. I don't feel like this deck's really going appropriately big enough. Mulligan these two looking for additional threats here. Against Swain Vlad, my opponent's pretty likely to have a lot of interaction, so I'd like just a lot of threats to fill the board. Hello, oldest son. You a giant elephant? You think you're funny? I think you're kind of funny, too. How are your classes going this morning? Good? You got a break? That's nice. Breaks are good. Whoop.
Pablo's been down on his knee.
Careful, you spilled some water on my phone, dude. think I'm supposed to offer... I don't think I'm supposed to offer a trade here. I'm gonna try out Twitch soundtrack. No. Jacob, I need you to go out of my office, please. You're gonna be silly. Go be silly in the basement, please. I love you.
Oh, I can't.
Now, part of the reason why I don't play music while I stream isn't just because of the gray area and it being, you know, legally dubious. The reason why I don't play music while I stream is because I believe my viewers at home are very capable of playing their own music while they watch the stream. Even my Android phone can watch a Twitch stream and play Pandora at the same time. So like, if people want music while they watch the stream, they're more than capable of doing that themselves. If your device in 2020 is not capable of watching a Twitch stream and playing music at the same time, I'd recommend taking your iPhone and spiking it into the garbage can and going and buying an Android device. This is actually a really good draw. We get to go double Star Shepherd here, and then this with this to power these up a little bit.
How is your flock, little shepherd?
They're stronger every day, just like me.
you and this elephant, child.
Hello, dear. What have you got us into now?
Master the power of the stars. Master your healing.
I'm trying, but they keep wandering off.
No one.
You're welcome to share a link to your band stuff in chat, Team Master Ray, but no, I don't intend to play music on stream. Apple makes really good, reasonable software on average that they pair with incredibly overpriced hardware while tending to simultaneously dictate how they think their users should be using their own devices.
Give me no choice. Time to enjoy the night sky. Let's see what you can do.
Look what you did.
I would like to prefix this, what I'm about to say, with I think Caleb's really great and he's an awesome dude, but the way in which he had monetized music on his stream, I think is one of the most textbook best examples of people abusing the music system and how it had been set up on Twitch, and he's one of the people that ruined or that makes DCMA, how he manages his stuff, so bad, because he genuinely uses it in a way that it shouldn't be. He was collecting money to play music that he didn't have the rights to play.
Who's ready for a shot?
You can rebuild the card, go ahead.
Where can I find a full-bodied red?
Like, I think Caleb's great, and Caleb makes lots of great content. Did Twitch shut down Caleb's channel? No, Twitch did not actually punish any of their streamers.
Oh my god.
They've said moving forward they intend to punish people who break that rule, but so far they did not preemptively punish anyone who had previously broken that rule.
No, the stars!
I think we do this. Seems good. I don't know, but I'm not even sure if all the pieces are there. Just kind of look and see if the picture matches. Like, I think this one goes here, maybe?
I think I made a touch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we got some.
One suffers, another thrives.
Transfusion killing Vlad is, or saving Vlad is pretty good here.
Because we only got like ultra pieces, okay? We got where we need.
The only people I feel bad for in this entire DCMA mess are the people who are getting bogus strikes on content that, like, there are people who, like, abuse the DCA. Open attacks is good here, yeah, because these are going to both become 6s. There are people who abuse the DCMA system so that they file copy strikes on stuff they don't actually own, trying to steal ad revenue. Mommy needs you, Jacob. I love you. There's definitely people on the publisher side that abuse it and file things that aren't there and aren't legit. But there's also people on the Twitch side that have spent years abusing it too, right? Like acting as a jukebox, taking donations to play songs, or even just like playing random Spotify and stuff on their streams with a bunch of music they don't have the rights to redistribute. It always kind of shocked me that people who make content for a living and like want people to subscribe to them to support their content would be willing to take the content of others without paying for it. It's like, well, you want people to sub to you and give you $5 a month so you can survive on your content. Like, maybe you should pay the musicians for the work of theirs that you want to use on your stream. The exposure argument doesn't really hold up. At least right now, streaming music from Spotify is legal. That's not true, Assassin. There are specific stream-safe Spotify playlists, but a majority of music on Spotify you cannot redistribute on your stream. Your license on Spotify is not a radio broadcast license. It is a personal listening license. So there are some songs on Spotify that are licensed in a way to allow you to play them on your stream. But that is not a majority of the content that is hosted on that site.
Fade and be gone.
I assume we're gonna get transfusioned or something here. But even if Vlad survives, that's fine. We're only taking 5 here. We might take another one if they transfusion off of this. We'll see. We'll see how many combat tricks they have here. Maybe I'm not supposed to throw this away. Maybe I'm just supposed to put the goat in front of here to keep both of these alive, ideally, because they're gonna be real big. Yeah, let's do that actually and try and keep these alive. I think there's a good chance they save Vlad inside this combat, anyways. Overwhelm. Yikes, that was not what I was expecting. Alright, this technically makes us not dead, but if they have anything else, we are. We're going to 1 here. Did do a stiff breeze here.
Strength proves suffering.
We got Vlad in chat. We found Vlad's good matchup, Taric. we found Vlad's good matchup. It's Taric. Yeah, Vlad deserves a rework for sure. Big agree that Vlad deserves a rework. Let's put this one up on Mobilitics. Try 1 or 2 more here before we shift gears. Yeah, Vlad needs to be cheaper. Just less mana. Misfortune Lucian. Okay. I think again I'm supposed to mulligan Taric here because my opponent's deck is very likely to be aggressive and Taric just does not play defense. We're attacking on evens, which means our opponent's going to be pressuring us first.
I'm actually here. I'll do my best.
Hey, Dream Akrima, thank you for the entire year of support. Let's get you a sword to go with that shield. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around.
Sentinels of light don't fear the dark.
To heal and
I think we play this out, right? Because it's basically a free block. I suppose if they...
I'm still good to scrap. Yeah.
I'm up.
stars.
Where are you off to?
I think we do this, right? Just get like free eats, basically.
Live with purpose.
The journey is difficult. These will protect you.
Had to watch an ad. Yep. Yeah, if you see an advert on my channel and you're normally a sub, that means your Prime's up. Subs are ad-free is the way to be. Alright, so I think I'm just fortune crookering here. I can also get healing.
No more of your crap soup, lassie, please. It's that sort.
That's a nice draw, so we'll be able to get this down before we start gemming here.
Soldiers, to me.
That's pretty good. I'm gonna play Star Shepherd out here to make it look appealing to kill this with the Challenger, because we can Pale Cascade it.
My gun does the talking.
One could argue I was a master at baiting, chat.
You spurn my gift?
You're in for a whooping.
Do I put this back so I can kill this? That's probably the case. Oh, Soraka was a free block. Good call, I'm dumb. She'd even been able to heal herself too. So I'm gonna miss a card draw now as well.
We look after our own. I feel better when you feel better. Peace.
Should have stayed home, pal.
Take heart by the power of the stars.
Yeah, so like when she leveled here, I would have been able to draw a card, which would have been nice.
Back down.
They have a single combat here that would kill Soraka. They could single combat here, and then this would die when it bumps into here. But their board's still going mostly away, so I think I'm okay with that. They have a concerted strike as well, potentially. Oh, they're single combating here to save her. That makes sense. Keep our champion, which is nice.
Making the dead deader. These jewels are more than mere
I
trinkets.
think I'm just gemming this turn, so that way I can draw a card off my leveled Soraka since I messed that up.
Take heart.
Purity and peace. This is not the way. Protector.
think I want to just mentor Taric this turn so I have decent open attacks. Also kind of feels like our opponent might be setting up a rally here.
Brilliantly.
I guess if they're setting up a rally, maybe getting the 5/5 down is better. Because the 5/5 blocks the Sports you profitably.
Got your back.
Yeah, that feels like a rally is coming.
But can you float?
I suppose if they rally, we're chump blocking with Mentor to make some gems. And then we get to cantrip one of the gems with Soraka this turn, so that seems fine.
Show them our metal.
Missed your chance to run.
Loop-de-loop.
Fade and be gone.
Live with purpose.
If we gem Soraka, we could block here. Yeah, maybe that's better. Ooh, that's a nice one. I have 9 total mana? Huh? Yeah, that's probably the play. Is do this,
With purpose.
and then do this.
Time to enjoy the night.
Unyielding.
Take heart.
Yeah, Taric needs to see you targeting things, so he's not. Yep.
Defend our banner.
I kind of like doing... I like getting the extra toughness more than Bastioning, because I'm not killing them with the Bastion this turn, I don't think. And I like having high toughness, because it makes their attacks a lot worse the following turn. Because remember, the what's it called? The Astral is permanent. So, like, this is a 2/8 and this is a 3/11. So, the gauntlets do not have an entry fee, and you can play them as much as you want, but your chance to get the prime glory for the buy only applies to your first gauntlet run each week. Did we find a good Taric shell? So far this one's felt a little bit rough. Like that was a good example of a game where we got ahead and we stayed ahead and it was good for us. The tough part about Taric decks, or keep making rain against something aggressive and mulligan the rest he's looking for cheaper curve, is that when you get behind, Taric just doesn't have catch-up mechanics, and Taric's a very linear card that only attacks, basically.
The journey is difficult. These will protect you.
He's only good at attacking.
Anything helps.
I think they're pretty likely to give me more make it. I guess holding this to play with the Croaker is good. Yeah, that too. Not only is he only good at attacking, but he's only good at attacking when you have another unit to pair him with. So he's not even good at attacking on his own. Have you seen the client problems with the last MTG update? I have not. Have been happy having fun over here. But I am not surprised that there's a bunch of client updates, because that's, you know.
Another day in the field.
They broke basic You're all right, yeah, I think I need more of a description than that. What? Man, have you ever made a decision, chat, and then just felt so incredibly vindicated by the decision that you've made? Mobile client soon, by the end of the year. Mobile client by the end of the year. Hey, what's going on, Time Lord? Did I miss it or did it not pop up? A little quick notification popped up. Thanks for welcome back. We are laughing about new arena bugs. Apparently they broke basic lands. Alright, I'm gonna gem this so we can attempt to kill this and have this survive. I'm doing great, the Sphinx. I genuinely have not opened the Magic Arena client since September 30th, which was the last day I streamed.
Not at all.
Yep. It's a level Jinx. Yeah, so it's first strike with the asterisk that it only applies when attacking. So it's not first strike when blocking.
This world has such great potential.
They didn't find a way to kill this. This gets to potentially kill Jinx next turn. And then maybe we can start stabilizing a little bit from there. Yep. Yeah, I agree. I don't know. I think saying it makes first strike more balanced isn't strictly accurate. Like, I don't think first strike on blocking is inherently imbalanced, but what first strike on blocking as well does is it causes board states to get really gummed up, and it causes board stalls that discourage people from making plays. And Runeterra has a lot of really good game design things like that, where they've made design decisions that encourage people to make proactive plays, so the games feel engaging and like you want to make plays. I agree it's a better play experience. That is, I would agree with that assessment 100%. Yeah, they have a team of very talented designers that very clearly have a goal and know what they want to do. Yeah, and I'm not saying, Allure, that like what they're doing is super innovative or unique or brand new. I'm just saying that in my opinion, what they're doing is just objectively good game design. I feel like the screen shake got a little bit more violent in the most recent patch. Am I crazy on that? Is that a thing that actually happened?
On the verge of something. Immerse yourself in
This triggers Jinx as well. They had a vision in hand. Yikes. I think we've died yet. They have another rocket now.
ready for a show.
Such hatred in their hearts.
So, the one thing, as someone who's taught statistics, people that aren't familiar with my background, if you're newer to the stream, I have a master's degree in mathematics. I've taught statistics classes and calculus classes, different college math classes, and the one thing that's really consistent across lots of groups of people is that human beings intuitively, for whatever reason, think that random means uniformly distributed. And it's just not the case, right? So, like, people inherently think that clumps aren't random, when that's just not true. True random includes clumps. In fact, there was a study on this when they first started making music player shufflers. When you click shuffle on most modern music devices, it's not actually selecting songs at random, because they found really early on in software design that producing full random for shuffle on a music player repeats songs more frequently than people care to have them repeated, because again, true random includes repeats like that. Clumps are natural. And it, like, the shuffler true thing is especially bad in a game where there's resources in your deck, because, you know, clumps of resources and non-resources are random, but people intuitively don't think that to be the case. And like, there's been other studies that show that, like, when you ask humans to produce random numbers, humans frequently make them more uniformly distributed and avoid grouping. And you can, a lot of the time, pick out which random sets of numbers were human generated and which weren't in a lot of instances. All right. At any rate, I feel like this deck had some similarities between two other decks that we played recently, and I feel like it kind of did what both of those decks were trying to do, but a little bit worse. So from the Soraka perspective, I felt like if I wanted to play Soraka in a shell similar to this, I would prefer the Soraka Braum deck, which you didn't see this the other day. It's up on my YouTube channel, where this deck was able to be more aggressive more consistently with Unscarred Reaver and Star Shepherd and Scarthane as ways to get lots of power into play quickly. As far as Taric's decks go, Taric's just kind of a weak champion right now. There aren't any shells of Taric that I would consider close to tier 1 or super competitive, but I think this Taric shell specifically kind of magnified or made the issues Taric has even worse, because a lot of the issues Taric has where he's very linear in what he does, he's only good at attacking and he's only good at attacking with other things. Soraka also has some of those same issues. She at least is cheaper, so she's more efficient to get down with something else, but when Taric is bad, Soraka is also almost always bad. And having two champions plus Mentor of the Stones is 9 cards in my 40 that are basically only good at playing offense meant that there were a lot of games where, for a variety of reasons, we just couldn't get set up to be proactive, and then we got behind and we were never catching back up. Yeah, Shara, exactly. Raka and Taric fill a very similar role, and when one's bad, they're likely both bad. All right, we are going to go ahead and shift gears to our next deck of the morning. While I'm getting this one set up on Mobilytics, I would just like to say thank you to everybody for getting out here today. Welcome. If you're a new viewer, my name is Jeff Hoagland. I stream full-time here on Twitch. I'm here usually Monday through Friday in the mornings. We do a couple of Runeterra decks every single morning. I also do variety stuff in the evenings, mostly single-player and turn-based strategy game story-driven stuff. If you enjoy the content, please consider subscribing to my channel. I wouldn't be here day in and day out without the support of my wonderful subs. Also, if you come in partway through a deck, you're interested in checking out the full set, everything I stream ends up on my YouTube channel. Everything gets cut up deck by deck and uploaded there. So lots of great stuff up there. Like I said, we usually do 2 to 3 decks a day every single morning.